Thank you for your patience, everybody. Welcome to today's live stream. It is Monday, the 16th of June. It is 10 past 2. I wanted to start on time, and then I had this idea that I wanted to post a video, and so I had to post a video because I was like, I have to post it now because it's 10 o'clock, and so I had to post it. So thank you for coming back to me on my live stream. If you are rejoining me, welcome. My name is Louisa. We are doing these live streams where we come on here and we talk for about an hour. I just talk at you. It's very much a one-way conversation, but there's a few things that I thought we'd like to discuss. So if you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Do me a favor and like this live stream. If you're on TikTok, please click the like button. I had 1,000 likes before I logged off. And so if I can get back to 1,000, we can start with the order of the day. Let me close down all of this so you have my full attention. So a few housekeeping things. Yes, let's quit that. A few housekeeping things. I am currently in Los Angeles. I am in California. I've been here for a few weeks. I'm doing my one-woman show, God Is On the Musical, which starts in 2 weeks on a Tuesday. And what I've been doing for the last 3 weeks now, so this is beginning of week 4, gang, I think. Is this beginning of week 4 or beginning of week 3? How many weeks are we into Spaghetti Week? Can anybody... What are we in? I think we're in... Is it week 3 or week 4 of Spaghetti Week? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's week 4. So if you don't know me, I'm 42 years old. I am single. I have a baby that's a Bernese Mountain Dog. She's my baby girl. I sold all my belongings 9 months ago and moved to America to pursue a dream of putting on a show all about Mary Magdalene. So I'm trying to get a show about Mary Magdalene off the ground. I have done Edinburgh Fringe Festival maybe 15 years in a row. I'm an Edinburgh Fringe veteran. I've done that, been there, done that. And I am somebody that I think is in between generations. So I was coming up and TV was still kind of hot, like TV's hot, but kind of streamers came in and took over. And my shows have been really successful and really amazing. And they've kind of have helped shape a bit of the culture in the UK with stand-up comedy shows and comedy from women especially. And I don't say that to be like, da, 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 da. I say that because it's honest. And I've seen the influence that my shows have had and the cultural shift. I was part of a movement of a shift of shows of people coming through. However, I've never had the mainstream success or the kind of big network success. And now those streamers are looking for people with social media profile. And I am somebody that just doesn't like this at all. I hate this. I hate this. If you've been on my live streams before, you'll know how much I hate. I'm like, this is beneath me. I'm an artist. And what's happened is in the last few weeks since I've been here, I have run out of money. I've got to make it work to the end of July. And in order to do that, I'm going, do you know what? You have to swallow your pride, swallow your ego, and be willing to learn and be willing to eat sugar. So that's what I'm doing. So if you're new to me, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being part of this live stream. Hello, Holly. Welcome, welcome. If you identify with any of this, make sure you give it a like button, like, subscribe, follow. And what I'm doing is I'm calling it my 8-week Spaghetti at a Wall series, where I am willing to eat sugar for 8 weeks to just try. Just to be willing to try, because I keep fighting the algos and there's no point in fighting them because I can't win. The machine's too big. But what I find difficult is how do you navigate social media and how do we navigate this and still be true and authentic to what I do that's reflective of what I do. And essentially it's capitalism, right? Essentially it's just feeding machine is bullshit and I'm an artist. I really care about what I put together and what I release. And so that's why I find this really challenging because it's not perfect and it's me being like vomiting on you. So with that in mind, if you relate, thank you, welcome to this. Like I said, in between generations, between coming up, I still remember when we didn't have the internet, and now I use ChatGPT every day to like grammar check my emails. So with that in mind, what I would like to do is talk to you about a few things. Welcome to my patrons, especially. Big shout out to you. Patrons, if you would like to join my Patreon, it's patreon.com/Louisa Omilan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pin in this now because what I do really love us. I do love you really. I absolutely love you really. Hello Ekip, hello Elana, hello Katie. Thank you for joining. I'm going to put a comment now of my website that I am pushing because there's stuff that's happened this weekend that I would like to share with you. And rather than people go, where do I join? Let me put a, there we go. And let me pin that. There we go. So that's pinned. So a few things I would like to discuss and chat with you. First and foremost, I want to thank you for being here. I want you to thank you for joining me on these live streams. It's very cool. We currently have 15 people watching. Woohoo! Last week by Thursday, I think we were on 30-40 people watching the live streams, which is really cool and really exciting because I think that's a good number that I'd like to get to grow. I'm looking forward to the point where hopefully we get to 100 of you watching, and that's consistent every day we do that. So I kind of want to make sure that I am trying and experimenting and see what you guys like and what you want to talk about. So something that I would like to address today, a few things that I want to talk about is number one, thank you for being here. It's made me realise this is my only interaction with people that I've had since I've been in LA. I haven't got many friends. I've got one friend here who's a legend and an angel, but she's got a lot on her own plate. I don't know many other people here. I am on my own a lot, and to catch up with you. So this has been my kind of community. You guys have been my community, and my patrons been my community. And what I've been doing the last few weeks is, like I say, spaghetti at a wall. So I'm throwing lots of spaghetti at a wall to see what sticks. I'm 42 and I'm going, do you know what? Fuck it. You're going to have to try again. You're going to have to try something different. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You look a bit stupid. I do feel stupid. Like, I do feel stupid. But I don't know what the alternative is. So we have to try, right? So I have been writing Substack articles. I have been doing YouTube videos, and I have been releasing comedy content on TikTok and Instagram, and I've been doing live streams every day. So a couple of things I want to talk about. Is it me? Is it my ADHD, or are they the aubergine? Hi, baby girl. Not you. You're not an aubergine. You're a lovely monkey sausage head. I had a situation last week. I'll talk you through it, and I'd love to know how you would respond to this. At the moment, I'll be very upfront with you, I'm having a hard time. I'm not in a good headspace. I don't feel good. I feel physically sad, stressed, triggered. Don't want to be here. Don't like it. Feels quite hostile. And it's also in my own head because I'm on my own every day. I'm not going out. I'm not interacting with people. So I am having a sad sack energy. Now, whilst I feel like this, I'm not depressed. I've had depression before. I'm being very triggered right now, and I'm trying to manage it and navigate it. But I'm also in a foreign country. It's been 9 months. I've been hustling on my own for 9 months trying to get a show off the ground, and I'm 2 weeks away from having a residency, which is what I fought for. Like, I'm so close to my goal. I feel like I've been running a marathon. I'm at the last mile, and I'm almost like, do you know what? Fuck your mile. I'm done. I'm out. And I know that's not a very positive mindset to be in, but just to be frank with you, that's where I'm at, right? And because I'm there, I'm aware of my energy and aware of it. So I'm doing things to try and help myself. So one of those things was I joined a gym, and the gym is not far, it's a block away, right? So I've joined this gym, and I've been going to this gym, and I've been going 4 or 5 times a week for the last 3 weeks, because I'm like, right, you do not quit on yourself. Like, you fucking keep going, do not quit on yourself. Give yourself 8 weeks spaghetti. So 8 weeks spaghetti, I'm using this as my scaffolding. Like, I'm holding on to scaffolding. Like, I'm holding on to you and these live streams because I can't cope. Not that I can't cope, I'm not coping. And I've been here before. I've had burnout before, and I recognize the symptoms of it, and I'm going, hold on to your scaffolding. Everyone's having a hard time. Hi Alex, how are you? Nice to have you here. Hi Roanna, thank you so much. So you guys are my scaffolding. So I've been going to the gym every 4 or 5 times a week, right? Listen, I'm just doing a class. I can't do very well, but I'm just doing little classes. And I had a situation last week that was horrible, that I've never had so bad. I wrote about it in my Substack, but to give you a very quick overview, I went to do an exercise class. There was a misunderstanding with the instructor. She wasn't having a good time. She couldn't hear what I was saying. I couldn't hear her instructions. I'm partially deaf, and I couldn't hear the microphone over the music. I was supposed to get gloves for boxing. I couldn't find the gloves. I didn't know what I was doing. I felt overwhelmed. I thought, I'm going to leave. As I went to leave, she said something about interrupting her class. I said, I can't hear your teaching. She called me a bunch of names and said, you stupid, dumb, get the fuck out of my class, and said it over the microphone 3 or 4 times, calling me a dumb, stupid fucking bitch, get out of her class, right? Exploded. I was like, this is a really fancy gym. What is happening right now? Like, I don't understand what's happening. And I said, what are you doing? And she went, get out of my fucking dumb, over the mic in front of 40 people. Now, it's a glass classroom. I'm not saying this to dig her out. I'm not saying this to dig her out. I'm not at all. I'm not saying this to dig her out at all. So please forgive me. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to give you a heads up of where I'm at. Okay. So as I went to leave, she walked me to the door and she put her hands on me, and I was like, "What are you doing? This is wild, America." And I left. And as I went out of the class, through the glass, she went like this: "Go for yourself, you dumb bitch," right? I came out and was in shock, and I was like, I can't believe that's just happened. This is why exercising is a bad idea. I've always said exercising is a bad idea, whatever, right? And I came out, and there was another instructor there. There was two of them outside, and they were like, "Are you okay?" And one of them asked me to go outside. He said, "You should sit down." I sit down. I didn't have a bra on. I didn't think this was going to be happening at this time, guys. I know I should put a sports bra on. I don't like wearing a sports bra, right? I had a t-shirt on. It was pretty thick. I thought it'd be fine. So I come back, I'm talking to the instructor guy. He looks at my chest. You can see my nipples are coming through because I'm like wired. So I'm like, oh, I'm out. Like I'm out. Like I'm going to go, whatever. And I go to complain. And I didn't want to complain. Like I didn't want to complain because my instructor is a black woman. And I have seen single-handedly the entitlement that I think lots of very local white women have here. And I've thought many times, I can't imagine being a black woman, a Mexican woman, a Spanish woman, or any an Asian woman, a Middle Eastern woman here, because the entitlement is off the scale, and I cannot fathom or comprehend how difficult and how much you must have to navigate, and how many times you must have to bite your tongue to keep yourself safe, which in itself is exhausting. I don't want to be somebody that like complains and be like, I didn't want to be part of the problem, but at the same time, I had just been calling these names, and I was like, whatever. And I went to the reception, spoke to them afterwards. It transpired, and this is where it's important to know, because everybody fucks up. Listen, I fuck up. Everybody fucks up. This isn't to dig her out. Please, sorry, I shouldn't have started with, but I need to tell, anyway. And afterwards, she came up to the dressing room. Afterwards, I went for the treadmill for 10 minutes because I was like, I need to calm down. I'm wired and I don't feel well. And I went to the dressing room, and somebody was like, "She's never like that. She's having a really difficult time. I'm so sorry." And I said, "I'm partially deaf. I couldn't hear what she was saying. I don't know what she thought I said, but I couldn't hear what she was saying." And the instructor comes around and she goes, "Oh my God, I didn't know you were partially deaf. I didn't know you were partially deaf." And I was like, "Oh, that's not really okay, well, I couldn't hear you, but yeah." And she said, "Oh, I'm really sorry." And then she said her mother is dying. So her mother is in a hospice. Her mother is dying. And I said, "I hear you. I get it. I can't, I understand how difficult that is, and it's really hard to comprehend. You're grieving for somebody that's still alive." And she was like, "You get it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I totally get it." And she got upset and she apologized and she got sad. And I was like, I get it. That was a hard time. And she said, "Will you come and do my next class?" And I said, "Sure." And I did her second class, and her second class was phenomenal. She was such a good teacher. She had the music on quieter. I could hear what she was saying. It was really good. So when somebody's on form, they're on form. Like, I get it. Like, it was an extreme reaction, which it felt like, right? It made sense. However, that knocked my whole week. Like, that has knocked my whole week. And I have felt pretty yucky, and I felt like I want to go into hermit mode, and I felt like I don't really want to go out anywhere, and I want to just keep like whatever. And I find myself, I've been going, this incident stay with you, probably be interesting that if it's still with the PT. And so what's happened is, you're well within your rights to complain, you have to be professional, that's not it. I resonate with that. So what's happened, I'm not a confrontational person, I don't like it, right? And confrontation between women and men is different, right? Anyway, more on that later. So what's happened is, this week I felt off kilter. I physically don't feel well. Like, I don't feel in a good place. And I have forced myself to go to the gym every day. I've forced myself to go to the gym every day because I'm like, you have to face it. Like, you have to be resilient. You have to keep going. Like, yeah, life is hard. It's on fire for everybody. Tensions are high. I'm really proud of how I dealt with that situation. Like, I'm really proud with how I dealt with it. But equally, I feel yucky now. So I've been going to the gym anyway and trying to work out and do those things. And like, I really wish lots of love and help and support. And LA is kind of crazy. You're right, Gabby. It is kind of crazy. Oh, it has crazy beauty standards. I don't know what that's got to do with anything, but yes. And so here's my thing. When I'm seeing these kind of tensions explode and I'm feeling it in the area, and it is really stressful here, I'm like, right, how do you navigate the world when everything's on fire, like everywhere? And this could happen in any situation. However, one of the instructors who saw the things said to me, he came up to me on Friday and he said, "Has anybody from the gym been in touch?" I said, "No." He said, "Look, I want to help you. Let me offer you a personal training session. I want to help you because I didn't like what happened to you, blah, 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 blah." And so I was like, fine, right? Exactly, T. Tell me about it, right? So I was like, okay. So he said, let's do a training session on Monday. So this happened last week. I was feeling a bit off and a bit stressed. And then on Saturday, my dog, who's been poorly all week, hasn't been right, has been a bit off, hasn't been going to the toilet properly. You know when you're a dog mum, when you get really excited when they poo properly. And she hasn't been for a poo all week. And I kept asking ChatGPT, like, what do I do? What do I do? What to do? And it says, as long as she's drinking and eating, it's not a problem. But if she's sick, it's a red flag. So she hasn't pooed properly. Then she had diarrhea. Then she had no poo. Then she had diarrhea. Then it was off and on, off and on. And then I went to go get, this is all in my Substack. Basically, Bernie was sick. She vomited everywhere. She had a huge amount of vomit. I panicked, got in the car, went to take her to the vet. She became non-responsive in the car. Ben became non-responsive. I went to the vet, took her to the vet. I'm terrified now that I'm losing my dog. Now, this is also June, so this is a month that's difficult for me anyway because I lost my mum in July, so this is already a difficult, so I'm having my own shit, right, as well. And we all have our own shit. This is not a woe is me pity party. This is just explaining stuff, right? Why am I telling you all this? Do I need to tell you all this? You don't care, do you? You lot don't want this. You don't care for this, do you? Why am I telling you all this? So I'm just talking about myself. Sorry. How are you? How have you been? What have you been up to? Yeah, we care. You care. Okay, cool. So should I just keep telling you? Fine. Okay. So then I go to the vet, and I'm in the vet, and the vet goes, we need to do blood tests, we need to do a scan, because Bernie's been poorly for the last few weeks. She's been off and like I thought she had heat stroke. The vet said the symptoms you're describing aren't heat stroke of what she had previously. I'm concerned that there's a blockage or there's something like a mass or maybe something in her tummy, like there's something going on. At this point, I lose it. Like I'm in floods of tears. Like I lose it. But I also don't have any money left. Like I don't have any money. My friend covered my rent this month. I owe her back. I don't have her money, and I'm holding on just to try and get to these July shows. And the vet comes back and she's like, we need to do blood tests, we need to do fluids, we need to give some medication, and we need to do some scans. We need to do a scan and an x-ray. So I go, okay, that's going to cost $2,000. So I'm like, okay, let's start with the blood test first. Let's do the blood test, let's do that, let's put that through, and then I will see, depending on that, whether we go for the next thing. And I'm there in the room. What are you calling the ADHD tribe for? Hilarious, Jen, because I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. You just have to wait. I know you don't want to because you're impatient, but you just have to wait. But that's coming in soon. Do you think Palestine should be free? Is an egg from a chicken? Come on now. Anyway, can we stop? You're ruining the story. Where was I? So pay for the first set. Oh, I can't be bothered now. I can't be bothered now. You fucking... The blood test, thank you. So she goes to have the blood test. At this point, my Venmo beeps up, and my friend has transferred me $2,000. I'm crying even more. Bernie comes back, she's subdued. The blood tests, they kind of look okay, but they're whatever. And she goes, and I go, do you know what? She goes, you need to take her home for a week, monitor for a week. My concern is that there's a blockage still there. We don't know, that wouldn't show with the blood test. And I go, just go for it. And I let her go to do the blood test. To do the scan, the x-ray, and I pay the extra $1,000, and I pay the $2,000. And that's the cost of things, right? That's the cost. Two things. You pay for something because you go, I would rather pay for something and be like, I'll pay and I'll lose money and hope that you're just a dickhead, or don't pay any money and be like, I'm going to be worried and stressed for the next God knows however long. I was like, I'd rather pay whatever, and my friend has given me the money, just spend the fucking money. She's the most important thing in your life, especially here, spend the fucking money. My friend's given me the money, spend the money. So I spent the money, got it back. Luckily, hopefully, Bernie's just a dickhead and it's just a blockage and she's going to be fine. However, the consequence of that, with also the anniversary and with the situation in the gym, has knocked me for 6, and I feel fried, absolutely fried. I write about it more intimately in my Substack. I don't want to talk about it here because I'll cry. Go have a look at my Substack article. It's part 2. You can read it and you can see exactly how I feel. Have a look in there, right? And so I'm feeling fried. I slept for about 18 hours. I'm not in a whatever. Knocked you for 100. Totally knocked me for 100, right? Not for the same reasons, but I had the same feelings come up, right? So we're trying to navigate these feelings where our nervous system is fucked. You're thriving and shining, we love you, you're very kind. I mean, I don't think I am, but no. Not just 6. Oh, I see, yeah, totally knocked me for 100. So I've come back. So 2 things. One, my original plan of doing a God is Woman the musical target of raising $150,000, I have changed to $7,500. So if you guys have enjoyed any of the content that I've been churning out in the last few weeks and you don't want to sign up to my Patreon, if you do sign up to my Patreon, you get a song. We're going to do songs at the end of the live stream. If you don't sign up to my Patreon but want to do a one-off donation, I'm trying to raise $7,500. That's to pay 2 months rent, one to pay my friend back, pay for July, and pay for this fucking vet bill. Bernie is okay. Bernie's hopefully going to be fine. Everything's okay. It is what it is. I paid for her to be a dickhead. Read the Substack article. So today, right, I had this personal training session with the gym. And I go into the gym and I'm like, okay, make an effort, go in, like, just do it. It's been a really stressful weekend. You need to sweat it out. And I go into the gym now. Here's the ADHD bit. I want you to tell me, right? You lot tell me. And he goes, oh, I didn't realize what, he goes, we need to go in here to use this machine to basically check your body fat percentages and how good your bone's doing. And he says, it's really good. It's really helpful for us to know. And I'm like, okay. And I said, I can't afford training sessions though, so I'm not doing. He's like, no, we're going to do this now. I said, fine. We go in, it's being used, so we go outside to sit. And for 20 minutes we sit outside and we're talking. And he's like, you haven't seen the best of LA. You need to see more of LA. LA is like, there's so much more than what you're seeing. Like, it's sad that you've had a bad experience. Like, where have you been? I said, nowhere really. He's like, well, then you can't say it's bad because you've not been anywhere. And I was like, okay. And he goes, and I said, I just don't think people are very nice. I think they're quite mean here, has been my experience. He's like, but you just need to meet more people. Like, that could be anywhere. I said, sure, okay. I'm confident in me as a person, but life has hit hard and knocked my confidence, right? It does pow, 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 pow. It knocks you. So then we go back after 20 minutes, and I didn't really go there for like a whatever session. He was saying that he goes to church and he looks to God and he, mixes with different communities, and that's how he finds his place here, and he's new here also, and me being here for 3 months isn't enough. And he said, like, what do you like? I said, I like going for good food. I don't know where the good food is. And he's like, well, where have you been? I said, I don't know, like a couple of places. And he's like, well, you can't say it's bad from being a couple of places. I was like, okay, cool. And I'm already I didn't want to say God is a woman. I was like, I'm going to say nothing, right? I'm already going, okay, cool. And sometimes when you say to somebody, everything's shit, I hate it, and they go, well, you haven't given a chance. Well, what are you doing? And you go, I don't know if it's a British thing or an versus American thing. I think what I wanted in that moment was, yeah, tell me about it. Like, fucking, it's long. Like, let's go punch something. Yes, that's the right answer. Let's go punch something. That's how I would. But then, obviously, I'm not communicating. That's what I need from a session. If I'm there going, everything's shit, I hate everything, rather than telling me to change my attitude, why don't you go, let's take that and punch something? Does that make sense? And maybe this is a British thing. So that's already one thing, right? So I'm already feeling a bit like, oh, well, and he was like, don't get caught up on the gym situation. Like, obviously it was bad, it happened, but don't get caught up on it, blah, 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 blah. You wanted to be heard, he wanted to be a save the day person. So then we go into the room, right, and we use the machine, and it's a Boots fucking 50p machine where it tells you what your BMI is. Guess what? I'm really fat. Not really fat, but I got a lot of fat. I've got like 35% fat. It's a lot of fat, mate. I know it's a lot of fat. I have seen me naked. It's fine. I'm okay with it, right? So then he goes, oh, look at these numbers. And he's like, so here are the numbers. This is your fat percentage. I was like, cool. And he's like, well, look at the number. Look at the percentage. Like, look, it's 35%. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, well, how do you feel about that? And I'm like, what? He's like, how do you feel about these numbers? Guys, I don't give a fuck for numbers. Like, I've never really cared for numbers. I'm somebody that grew up skinny. If you know anything about me, I've never had body image issues because I grew up fucking skinny. My body is great. I purposely put on weight because I don't want to be looked at because I'm in hibernation mode. If you really want to psychoanalyze the whole thing, actually, if I wanted to be a skinny fucking Binny, I could. And I don't want to be because I don't care. And actually, I naturally am a skinny Binny. What I've been doing is eating donuts because the world's on fire and I'm comfort feeding. So I don't care for your fucking BMI. Anyway. There's 45 of you still watching. Welcome to my show. I'm so glad you're here. Anyway, so then he goes, how do you feel about the numbers? And I'm like, yeah, they're fine. And he goes, no, but how do you really feel about the numbers? And I was like, and I thought, I got that. When he said, how do you really feel about the numbers? I heard that as, oh, I'm trying to shame you into feeling bad that your numbers are so high. And because I already feel like everything in LA is all about optics and how it looks rather than how it feels, I was like, yeah, I actually don't give a fuck. Like, I don't really care because, like, it is what it is. Like, I don't really care. Like, it is what it is. And he went, right, okay. And I didn't want to explain myself, but if I have to, this is with the ADHD thing or not, I didn't want to explain myself, but in my head I'm going, I don't care for numbers on a page. I care for, can I get through this whole monologue on stage without losing my breath? Can I do that in one go without losing my breath? Yes or no? When I put on jeans, does it look nice? When I put on a dress, is it like, bam, chicka, wow, wow, or is it like, blop, blop, blop? That's what I care about. Numbers on a, like, I couldn't give a fuck, mate. Like, that's for you to care about. I don't care. And he was like, well, this is really important for... My God, this guy's so irritating. Sounds like you. Am I irritating? I constantly feel the need to justify my feelings or opinions, right? And I didn't want to, gang. I didn't want to. Like, I've just told you about my weekend, right? I didn't want to. Handled him well. Oh, thank you. I was hoping you were going to do a ... unicorn. I just saw the first comment. I'm like, sounds like you. And I was like, hang on. Anyway, so, gang. What was my point? Anyway, so he was like, right. So then he goes on to keep talking about how with training, like I would need, and I said, oh, you know, like I've already told you I can't have a trainer. He's like, yeah, I know, and I'm here to help you. Like I'm here because I've offered to help you. And I think knowing what I know from you and seeing all these things, and I think you need to change your attitude. Like it's no good having a negative attitude. You can't just say, oh, fuck this, I don't care about this shit. Like you need to change your attitude. And at this point, I wanted to be like, so I just went, right, okay, when I said I didn't care about the numbers and I went to go and explain myself, he went, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm going to stop you right there. You keep interrupting me. You keep interrupting me when I'm trying to talk. And I am here trying to help you. I am here talking to you. I'm here in a calm, non-aggressive, non-violent, non-aggressive manner. I'm keeping very calm. I'm being very calm with you. And I'm trying to talk, and you keep interrupting me. And gang, when I tell you, it took everything in my power to go, do you want a fucking round of applause? Do you want a fucking round of applause for speaking to me in a calm manner because I keep interrupting you? And what annoys me is that you can't keep up. Rather than you taking my ball and fucking throwing it back, you can't even catch it, and then you're asking me to get upset about numbers that I don't give a fuck about. Is it me, or was that him? Which one, you decide. Is that me being ADHD? And do you find this? And I have found this so many times, gang, and I don't know if it's me, and I often find my relationships with men and the men I come across, and maybe it's me, I don't know, maybe it's me, I find them passive aggressive. I find them threatening in a way that even though they don't think they're threatening, and it's because they want to put me in my place because they think I'm being too much. But I'm not being too much. I'm just questioning what they're saying. And when I question and I'm going, actually give me clarity, what's just happened? Something just happened. I don't know what it was. I think I saw a dinosaur. Oh, hey, it's a dinosaur. Thank you. When I go, oh no, I'm going to interrupt, not because I'm trying to interrupt you or throw you off, I'm just asking you to, I'm trying to clarify things, or I'm trying to add to it, or I'm trying to be like, are we getting on the same page? I feel like we're not on the same page, and so I'm trying to, that's why I interrupt. Or I interrupt to be like, hey, I agree with that too, let me get involved. And I find it so often with men, they shut me down, and then I have to sit there and be quiet and be put in my place because you have been the need to assert yourself when actually all I see is a weak fucking weirdo. Well, not just specifically to him, and I'm sorry if he's watching this, like, this is part of a broader conversation, don't take it personally. Does anybody relate to that? Can anybody relate to that? Can you tell me, like, if you relate to that, if you've had that experience? They're slow thinkers and ADHD are fast. Yes. We need a Patreon party to talk about this. We do need a Patreon party, and I'm sorry I haven't been one because I haven't been in a Patreon party mood. But we do need one. Men like to say women, but only if it goes their way. I kind of thought this because he was happy to help me, and then I thought I was having a personal training system. It's exhausting waiting for people to finish speaking. Exactly. Could you imagine if he was watching? Like... And I was going, is this a British London thing? And also the fact that he was calling me negative and said that I had a negative attitude. And I go, I do have a negative attitude. I am unhappy here. People are cruel here. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe. And now I'm in a room with you and I don't feel comfortable and I don't feel safe because I can't say anything. I'm riddled with ADHD and autism, and the way people hate me because I'm direct. Right? I'm Scouse. Fucking love a Scouser. Superpower. I know what you're going to say. Get there quicker. Right? Exactly. I know what you're going to say. Can we just... I also find it hard to get a word in sometimes with groups, but without interrupting. Okay, so is it ADHD, or is it being a woman, or is he following a sales script? And then he was like, so then he said, well, we've actually got this equipment here that I wanted to do with you, but I don't know if you're going to find it beneficial or not, or whether you're going to, not take it on board, or something like that. He said, this is what they do to see if athletes are suitable for space, and it was a bag. And I was like, right. So in my head, I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to go in a space room and put on a suit. Like, I just want to get out of here, right? And then he goes, do you want to see it? And I go, yeah. And he goes, what are you doing at the gym? I said, I'm just doing classes. And I can't squat very well. I can't squat, and my shoulders, so I've got a frozen shoulder, so I can't get my shoulder further than that back. I can get that one back, but I can't get that back, right? I know, it's my age. And so he was like, well, I said, what would be helpful is if you just showed me how to do a squat. I said, I'd find helpful is if you just showed me how to do a squat. And I was really careful not to interrupt him. Like, I waited till he finished, took a breath, and then I said, what would really help me is if you showed me how to do a squat, because I was trying to be like, hi, like, I want to be cool too. And then he was like, well, no, if you were listening, I was going to help you and show you with the equipment, but I don't want to do it on the floor, because if you do it on the floor, you might feel uncomfortable. So I want to show you with the equipment so then I can see what it is that you need. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I just wanted you to show me how to do a proper squat. Anyway, so then he gets this thing out, and it's just a giant ruler. It's a giant ruler, and he goes, go do a squat, and I can't squat very well. And he's like, now I can see what's wrong. Now I can see exactly what's wrong, and I would tell you right now, you shouldn't be doing any classes, and if you're like this at this age, this needs immediate attention. You shouldn't be doing any classes, and you need to be doing exercises, and you need to work with a trainer. And he's right. He's right on those things. And I think where I'm losing my confidence, gang, and where I'm losing my self-esteem, and I have done probably for the last 3 years when it comes to men in my life, is that my instincts have been to say and run so many times. And each and every time, I've gone, no, just swallow it, be palatable, listen to what they're trying to say, try and hear it from their perspective and go, okay, I'm sorry, okay. And I think that's cost me my self-esteem, even if it has kept the peace. And I want to know if any women out here have felt like that. Not a bad instinct, to be fair, because they wouldn't give you the same courtesy. Same, giving them the chance to be a waste of time and a tax to your sanity, more than you realise. My mum always said the right people will surround you if you're true, authentic self. My cardiologist has lit. I don't know what the rest of that sentence is. I don't know if anybody else can relate to that. I don't think so. And then he wants to do a training session with me on Thursday. And part of me is like, oh, we'll go, it's a free training session. And I don't want to. But I don't know how to say no. Is it people pleasing? Is it? Can you be honest with me? Can you be a really good friend to me? Am I overreacting here? Because I can't tell. You can tell your instincts. What do your instincts? My instincts go, get the fuck, like, I'm done. It makes me uncomfortable. That's enough. No. But everything else is going, no, just go and just listen. And I just don't want to. Do not go back. Don't go. It's free at a personal cost. Oh, God, I love this live stream. I love you lot. I love our live streams. I love our TV show. You need to rewire. So I spoke to the management company of the gym, because I did end up writing a complaint, not about the instructor. I said, don't want her in trouble, like, love to her. But the way they handled it, it would have been nice to have had some care. And they've given me July for free. So I've got July for free, and then I'm leaving. I'm quitting the gym. or go and tell him he made you feel like shit. I don't want to, Jen, because then it'll be a conversation about why I feel like shit and why I'm blah 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 blah, and I don't have the energy for that. I don't have the capacity, and my nerves are fried. And so I wrote not about this scenario, but I wrote about all of this the weekend, about Bernie, about loss, about my mum, about everything. And I shared 2 Substack articles. They're free. I'd love you to go read them. Sign up to my Substack if you haven't already. And what was my point? And somebody commented, stop going to the gym if you cry every time you go there. And she gave the best advice. She said, I think you need to put some garage music on and dance to garage music in your house and do something that makes you feel good and happy and release some happy hormones. And yeah, and so thank you for being here with me, and for those of you that are sitting with me when I am in this transitional period. Thank you for being with me when I'm not in a particularly happy or positive or joyous mindset, for sitting with me and for being with me when I am being vulnerable and I'm sharing it with you and trusting you, because you have it back and you've got my back. And last week I went up, I think 12 patrons last week, and this week, hey Gillian, you didn't need to do that. Gillian, you should share it. Alex, I want to give you a big hug too. I'm sorry that you're having a hard time. I would send you the desk if I could, but it'll be too expensive. Thank you so much. So, guys, Gillian's just said thank you so much to my Patreon. Thank you. A poster will do. So I will. Okay, leave it with me. Honestly, the best for dopamine is a workout, headphones on, music. When someone shows you who they are, keep away. Peace of mind is vital. Still would love to hear the story behind the desk. There isn't one. It was a long time ago, but it's nice that it's Alex's desk is all you need to know. It's Alex's desk. Have you heard of the Fitness Marshal? No. So I have got a list of, we need to make this TV show, if we could just stick to the structure. ADHD, PT this morning, making yourself small. I am sad, thank you. Bernie at the vet, spaghetti at a wall. In between, okay, we've done it, so we can talk about whatever you want now. Oh, okay, I'll check him out, Alex. I'll check him out. The desk is in storage with an LA woman that I met here, and it's in storage here. I'll be frank with you. Honestly, I want to leave LA. Honestly, I want to leave. I want to go to Poland. I want to go home and just I know, look at me with a list. I know, can you believe it, Alana? After all this time I've got a list. Like, it's a bit much. It's been, I hope you've seen it, and what I like is that I've shared so much of it with you on here. I hope you see how much it is. Like, long story short, I pay monthly for Louisa to have a desk to bring her comfort. Yes. Complete your commitments and go. The farm is calling you, because I wish someone did that for me. It's also pretend. So, but also, my contradiction is they haven't seen me in LA yet. Like, I've not done my comedy here yet, and I really want to do my comedy, and I really want the American dream. Like, I really want the Broadway production. I really want the Broadway hit. I want this one-woman show to be the best one-woman show in the world. Like, it is. It's got the potential to be. I really believe it has the potential to be. You'd be leaving your show's potential, not LA. What? You'd be leaving your show's potential, not LA. But America's not a dream. It's a garbage can on fire. But how do I don't, can you, sorry, I'm getting caught on that comment, Lauren. I'd be leaving my show's potential. Exactly. That's what I worry about, that I'm leaving my show's potential. Your show is lush and it'll be big in the UK. Are they even ready for you? Do the show and we'll hopefully make you feel better as you're doing your purpose. If you left LA, you'd be leaving your show's potential. As in the potential of what the show could be in America. I know. That's what I struggle with. That's what makes me sad. Bog jest kobiet. I don't know what that means. Is there a Polish version of Broadway? I don't think so. But then the other thing I thought of, if we're going to be frank, yes, it's good to be here. Yes, it's good to do this. But at what cost? At what cost, gang? Because what if I get there and I have a heart attack because I haven't been able to function with how much it's been to carry it to get to that point. Then I have a Broadway production hit, but I'm too busy with a heart attack. So at what cost? So I almost thought, I really have this urge, if I can disappear for 5 days and go to this hotel that I like in the Lake District, just to reset and then come back, I almost want to do that. I almost want to do that. You knowing they threw all the spaghetti you had, then no regrets. Nothing is worth the cost of your well-being. I see you on a Polish small holding with animals. Land for Bernie. It took small calmness. Yes, but then can I have my show everywhere? And then, can I have my show everywhere? And then you quote it back to me all the time. Can we do that? Can we do that? You had a CT scan today. I think I've actually had a heart attack. Jilly. Sending loads of love. You need some techniques to reset where you currently are, not the Lake District. Lawrence, stop shitting on my Lake District idea. You haven't been to this hotel. It's in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, and it has a swing on a tree. Okay? It's got a swing on a tree. Okay, here's what I might do. I'll send you a swing. Will it go on a really high tree? Here's what I might do. There's nowhere to go around here locally, and I don't really want it. I'm staying put. I'm staying where I know for now because it's already too much. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to do the 5 weeks of shows. I'm really excited for the 5 weeks of shows. I really hope that in those 5 weeks, I will, worst case scenario, leave and go, I've got a shit show that I'm really proud of and I'm really excited by. Best case scenario, who knows what can happen, right? I'm going to leave with 5 weeks of shows to make the show shit fucking hot. Like, if I can get off script pretty much, that would be epic. That's what I'd like to leave of. What are you afraid of? What's the worst that can happen if you stay? I'm not earning any money. I don't have any career support. Everything is incredibly expensive and it feels very hostile here. And Bernie's not enjoying it. Is butt fuck nowhere near Cockermouth? Hilarious. That was a joke and I don't know. I'm in Los Angeles. I thought New York might be more my scene because, oh my goodness, go home. But Georgie, at the moment I haven't got a home, but it's fine, we'll work it out. Because going back to London doesn't excite me either. But I really love the idea of retiring in Europe. I really love the idea of having a base in Europe and then traveling to do shows. Like, have a really good base where I can afford. Because I can't afford, guys, my rent is $3,000. I'm making that much. Like, it's not, you know. So yeah. So what I want and what's reality is very different. I think what I'd like to do, if I had say 5,000 patrons a month, if I'm earning $5,000 a month on Patreon, do you know what I would do? I probably would go to New York. I would go to New York and try and get it off in shows. That's what I would do, because that would be enough money for me to rent somewhere and to have Bernie safely with me. Are you making anything on TikTok? Not at the moment, no. I made $180 for my last bunch. You can have a room in my house if you need it. Thanks, boo. I just saw you'll be at the Elysian. I'm getting tickets. Are you from LA? Dude, this is working. Yes. The place is no good for your soul. You need to heal to get the energy for the next stage. And the other thing I thought was, right, my idea of success comes from like Steve Martin, Robin Williams, you know, Whoopi Goldberg and all those icons and legends. And is there something to be said for that time has passed? It's social media now, right? So if I can grow this TikTok, say I go to Poland for a year, just hear me out, Lauren especially. See how Lauren's really fucking, it's good. I like it. I appreciate it. I love you, Lauren. Don't go anywhere. You owe me a swing. The Netherlands would be good. Bernie would love it. I would love the Netherlands. Is there something to be said for, you're so good, it's insane you're not making money from your talents? Yeah, but I've got you guys to help me and you're helping me. My patrons. Patreon. If you want to do a one-off donation, godiswomanthemusical.com. It's literally going, and I know this is sexy to say, and I should probably be like, it's the only thing that's it will allow me to keep my head above water so I can do the shows. It will cover my rent and it will cover the vet bill. I'm not buying a massage with it. I'm not buying a handbag with it. I'm not buying 3 cleansers with it. I'm buying a roof over my head by paying my friend back the money that I owe her for June, pay for July's rent, cover Bernie's vet bill. That's it. If you've ever liked my work. And hopefully you like my work, because check out my Substack, check out my YouTube. I made a YouTube video. I want you to check out my YouTube video. Check out my YouTube video about behind the scenes making a musical. I've been invited to join a creative writing group. Should I propose you coming to talk to them? Alex, no, because I love you, and right now it's a great idea, and I know I should say yes to these things. Right now I'm at like capacity, and I can't, and I know people are like, you should try this, you should try this, you should try this, and I'm like, I can't. Thank you, but I can't. So, anyway, do you know what I would like to do, if you'll let me? Can I share with you a bit of my musical now? Just because I haven't done it in a while, and I need to start practicing it, and it'll be cool to share it. It's draining, I get it. When I get more thingy, your last Facebook a nepotism joke was Chef's Kiss. Thank you. So I have been shadow banned on Instagram. On Instagram, I can't go live, and all my posts are getting like 50 likes. Can you do me a favor? Can you go on my Instagram and just like some of the posts, comment on some of them? That'd be really helpful. Have a look at my Substack. Go look at my YouTube videos. When I talk about spaghetti at a wall, TikTok videos, TikTok live streams, YouTube content, longer form, Substack articles, and something else I've forgotten. I'm trying my best. It's only for 8 more weeks. Not 8 more weeks. 5 more weeks. 5 more weeks. So, I'm going to do from the beginning, because it's been a while since I've done it. And I'm going to do from the beginning. Okay, because I only share 2 scenes with you, because I don't want to give away too much of the show. Let me ask you, what would you like? So, would you like, and when we get to 20,000 likes, let's get to 20,000 likes, and then we'll do it. I'll share with you some bits of God is Woman the Musical. Would you like the opening, or would you like the speed dating scene? Which one would you like? Oh, it's frozen, sorry. Oh, you have commented, sorry. It's great that you're saying now that you need to. Boundaries for yourself and others are important. You light up when you perform bits of the musical. What's your Instagram name? It's Louisa Omilan. Luisa Omielan. Start from the beginning. I'm working on the YouTube stuff. Speed dating, opening. Oh, this is good. You like both of them. Okay, that makes me happy. Okay. Okay. I haven't got any new Patreon members. I need to. Hi, Patreon. What? I love you. Please join my thingy. I'm at 540 patrons, guys. Oh no, I lost one. I'm at 539 patrons. I want to get to 550. I want to get to 600, and then I want to get to 1,000. Please do the Scottish version. Well, you're in luck. Oh no, you're not, because that's speed dating. Scottish is speed dating. Saying that though, speed dating, Scottish is also in the class. Okay. So I want you to imagine a Broadway stage. The lights have hit. You've got the curtains pull back, and we open with a classroom, and the class is there, and it's an ensemble cast, and the ensemble cast plays the classroom, and they play different characters in the show. We hear some footsteps coming in, and they've got heels on. We hear the heels come in, show opens, it starts. Hi everybody, I'm God. Welcome to today's class. Everybody feeling good? Woo! Good. Okay, so I'm God. I'm here to cover the class today. So, I mean, you don't have to call me God all day. That'll get exhausting. So I guess while I'm teaching, you could just call me Miss. Everybody okay with that? Yes, Miss. Good. Okay, let's get started. We're going to have fun today. Understood? You could say yes, Miss, or no, Miss, whatever you feel. We're going to have fun today. Understood? Yes, Miss. Good. Okay, so here's what I want you to know. Very simple lesson. Very simple. All it is be kind, be fair, love yourselves and each other. Why don't you repeat that after me? Be kind, be fair, love yourselves and each other. On your own. Be, love your, and good. Okay. So, you understood that? Yes, Miss. Good. Okay, so, well, I am God, and I'm here to cover this week's lesson, so what could I possibly teach you? Well, I have been here since the very beginning, so why do we start from there? From the dinosaurs? Oh, no, baby, from where man pretended time began. You see, the book, the Bible, the Holy One. Now, if you had the money, you'd be taught to read and write. Now, history was recorded by those who knew how to use a pen, so the majority of history was recorded by men. Let's write some holy books. I'd really rather that you didn't. We'll just take that as a yes. Though we're not that good at listening, stuff we don't know, we'll just guess. Okay, see what I've been working with. Now, there's a ton of information and it's all very long, but has anybody stopped to consider that they wrote it down wrong? See, let's begin with their version of the Abrahamic religions. Or like, are you really going to go there? Are you questioning God? My bad. See, the Abrahamics have a top-down approach with one almighty deity. And who could this ultimate creator be? Who would this ultimate creator be? A man. Of course, a man. Women are the spare parts. Some ribs, some barbecue sauce. You don't know her story. You only know his side. His side of the story. His story. His story, history, wow, history, precisely, understood? Yes, miss, good. So today, why don't we, just for fun, take a look at the prophets and their female counterparts. I need to make sure you comprehend it, because mistranslating it's been quite the art. So if I say the word, whenever I say the word understood and you get it, I want you to say, yes, miss, understood. Understood? Yes, miss, understood. Understood? Yes, miss, understood. Understood? Yes, miss, understood. Good. Okay, so today we're going to do her story, her perspective. Her story, wow! Exactly! I'm so glad you're getting it. Exciting, isn't it? Understood? Good. Okay, so let's start with the first prophet in the Holy Book. Can anybody here name me the first prophet? Who is the first prophet in the Holy Book? Abraham, correct. So Abraham, now who was Abraham married to? Sarah. So let's take a look. So Abraham was married to Sarah. Let's take a look. Sarah was barren. Oh no. And so sad was she. Then a miracle occurred at 109. Yippee! Sarah had a baby, a gift from the divine. She was delighted to be pregnant at that time, at 109. See, perhaps we approach this with a bit more objective. We could comprehend an alternative perspective. You see, perhaps Sarah was never barren. How about Sarah made a choice? She never wanted children. Sarah wanted a career, a chance to use her voice. Guys, I've got a haberdashery. My life's couture. It works for me. I'm the driver of my destiny as I weave my own life's tapestry. Besides, what the fuck do I want kids for? I don't want kids. I want money, vacations, and the only baby I want is to sleep until 11 o'clock every day, baby. Am I right, ladies? Yeah. Then Abraham ruined everything when he came along and he said he wanted a baby. He said, baby, let's have a baby. No, Abes, why are you acting new to this? The prenup is written in stone. There's no expanding of the uterus. But Abraham wouldn't take a no. No, he wouldn't take a no. He said, let me get you pregnant, Sarah. I promise you're going to love it. At 109, Abraham, you're a muppet. I've arthritis in my eyelids. I plait my chin hair for luck. I should have killed you in your sleep when I had the chance, you big schmuck. So, good, kids. Now we've treated Judaism with a bit more objectivity. Can you comprehend an alternative perspectivity? The message I was trying to get across to y'all was that for women, it's important to have autonomy. There's not wanting babies. There's no need to shame or condemn. So tell me, class, what have we learned? That Sarah hated men? Oh, child, no, I think you may have misunderstood. You get it. I've just given away a really good bit. This is copyright Louisa Omiland. This is going on YouTube, so it's on the internet forever. So, guys, just, yeah, that's the show. Thank you to my patrons. Thanks to you, I'm unable to be here. If you've liked anything you've heard, if you like any of these, consider signing up to my Patreon. Consider signing up to godswomanmusical.com with a one-off donation. I don't come from money. I don't have money. The only money I have is what you give me and what my friend pays for me. I am here to try and get this show in front of people that will love it. And if people love it in the live, then they might tell for their friends. If they tell their friends, that will generate hype. And if I can get hype generated in Los Angeles, then maybe industry will come. And then if industry people come, then maybe I'll get a producer, maybe I'll get an agent, maybe I'll get a manager that goes, hey, I see this, I see the potential in this, I see what you're trying to do, let's help you. I just want a shot at getting some help. I want a shot at being in the room, people to be going like, let's fucking make this, let's help you. That's what I want. Keep going, keep going. Thank you, Lauren. That was awesome, you're amazing, thank you. I think you may have misunderstood. Yes, misunderstood. I think you may have got this all wrong. Yes, misunderstood. I think we need to try this again. Yes, misunderstood. When I see online and they talk about Taylor Swift like Female Rage the musical, for me that's what this is. This is Female Rage the musical. That's what this is. Oh, there's songs in there that you'll really like. So my friend called me the other day and she said she quotes it regularly. She quotes the show regularly because there's a scene where Jesus meets Mary Magdalene, calling all Swifties, right? And there's a scene where Jesus, Yay! I've got another dinosaur. Whoa, yes. You should do the Beyonce stuff. They all love her over there. Thanks, Ginger Cherry, for that suggestion. You should do that thing that you did 14 years ago. Why don't you do that thing you did 14? Have a go at that. You should do that. Just ignores everything I've just worked on for the last fucking year and a half. What was my point? I completely forgot what my point was. Thank you, my dinosaur. Greta, not enough angry women. Exactly, there's not enough angry women. Oh, what was my point? Oh, yeah. So there's this scene where Mary Magdalene meets Jesus, and Mary says something, and Jesus goes, "That's growth, Mary. That's growth." And my friend keeps quoting it. She said she quoted the other day. She was doing something, and she went, "That's growth, Mary. That's growth." I know, it was that long ago, Ginger. 14 years ago. It was that long ago. And that was an iconic show, and this is an iconic show. So, we'll do it. Anyway. Jesus never gets old. Oh, Jesus never gets old. Guys, you're not ready for Jesus. Is Jesus flirting? When I tell you, I haven't shared any Jesus with you. You are not ready for Jesus. You are not ready for Jesus. That's what she said. Damn fucking right. You are not ready for Jesus in my Magdalene show. You're not ready. So, can we just make a note of this so you remember this, because this is good feedback for me. We've got about 30 people watching. Is Jesus the cowboy? What? What? You've transformed when you start delivering your material. It gives you a spark. Don't say that, because I was already getting sad because I saw your comments about your stupid accent marks. I was like, oh, fuck yourself. Fucking my accents. My accents are great. You try and do 4 people at one time. Then come talk to me. Never thought I'd say that. Cannot wait for Jesus. Anyway, you can tell. Okay, I think it's time for me to go, because sometimes I get really upset and stressed, and then I take it out on people on the internet, and then I end up in trouble, and then I'm supposed to try and build a community and a fan base, and I'm not going to do that if I keep telling you all to fuck off. Night, Louise, and everyone. You light up the room, Lou. Ah, you're not allowed to call me Lou, but thank you. Isa. Your energy was fab during that. Why are you going to make me cry? Okay, I'll just do one more bit. No, okay, wait. I've got to stop. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. No, I like it. No sad time, no song. No sad time, no song. You're brill. Thank you, Del. Even though you said it had an Indian accent, I can do a really good Indian accent. Well, no, I can do a good Pakistani accent. I can't do a good Indian, but I can do a good Pakistani. Or because you have so many friends, huh? Because you have so many friends. If you don't know what that means, I'll tell you this and I'll go. Please do one more bit. Share, not chef. Cheery bye. Stay away from the gym. No, Lauren, because I want to go to the gym because I'm getting really fit. So can I show you how fit I'm getting? Look. Look. Oh, sexy belly. That is different. Blondie, you're not funny, Blondie. It's Pakistani. Love all 35% of it. Do you know what makes me really sad? Right. Don't fake cry. Fuck off. Anyway, I love callbacks, right? You're hilarious. Yes, Blondie, and the rest. You are hilarious. Anyway. Oh, can you stop interrupting? I'm trying to tell you something and then I can go. What was I trying to... Oh, yeah. Do you know what my USP is? Do you know what my chef's kiss is in shows? Callbacks. If you don't know what a callback is, it's when you set something up and then you reference it later. So, for example, in What Would Beyonce Do, the callback is I open the show with breaking up my brother's poo with a stick, and then later in the show I go, I broke your shit up with a stick. People love a callback. It tickles a bit of your brain that you love. Octo Willy Cow Farm, exactly. So that's a callback. And Alex just did a really good callback. And I feel like you're my people. Because I want to say I taught you well, but I've never taught you. Yes, misunderstood. Guys. You are so powerful. You are so powerful. Do you know what this is? This is a little witchy, weird cult of people that's probably like an odd group. But together we've got skill sets that can really do something powerful. You're good at long form comedy. I know, Del. You're new to me, not me. So you need to tell yourself, I've met this comedian, she's really good at long form comedy. Fuck's sake. Oh, by the way, you're really good at it. Oh, I've only been trained my whole life for it. Thanks. Billy No Mums. Okay. Okay. Is it me? I think it's me, isn't it? It is me, isn't it? It's me. It is me. It is me. It's not them. I think it's definitely a me problem right now. I told a lady at a sandwich bar about you today. What sandwich did you have? Well, your baby cow. You raised. Oh, fuck off, guys. You're too cute. I love you. I fucking love you. So we've got 30 people watching, right? And I think that's a good number, because initially I was like, oh my god, I only got 30 people watching. Then somebody was like, imagine that's a new material night with 30 people. And I'm like, imagine if I can do this with 30 people. Imagine what I could do. Oh, bacon, lettuce and tomato. Do you know what I really fancy? Oh, can we just talk about this and I'll go. Aldi extra thick white bread, 2 free range golden eggs, like golden yolk eggs, 2 free range golden yolk eggs, Polish mayonnaise, crystallized salt, and I want the machine that, not the machine, the gadget that you cut them that way and that way, so they're like little squares of eggs. What I would do for that sandwich right now, with Irish butter. Has to be Polish mayo. If you see my TikTok video, I took some mayonnaise with me to go get some fries the other day, and I finished off the mayonnaise because it was coming to an end, and I was like, mould and salt, squares of eggs. Yeah, you know the squares. Hi, ADHD adherent man here, undiagnosed apart from by friends and colleagues, lol. Welcome, Edna Breadcrumbs. You're actually an hour late, which probably is pretty much on brand. What's the difference about Polish mayo? What would you do? Maybe the description will bring you more views. What would you do? Maybe I don't understand. Hi, sorry, hello. What's the difference? Do me a favour. Get yourself some Hellmann's, and then get yourself some Polish mayonnaise in Sainsbury's from the Polish section, the foreign section. Do yourself a favour and try it. Do yourself a favour and try it. 2 years ago, my uncle, may he dance in happiness, who lives on a farm in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, where I don't even think they have a washing machine, they wash their clothes in the bath. When my mum was poorly, he came over, and he always made sure there were sandwiches on the table, always. And I really liked the way he did sandwiches, because he didn't have that machine thingy, so he had like bread, butter, and then sliced eggs on top, and then just mayo spread on top. And I was like, oh, that's a new way to do an egg sandwich, because I normally like chop the egg like both ways, then add mayonnaise and salt and mix it all together, and then put the like combination in a thingy, whereas he did a sliced egg on a thingy with mayo on top. Very interesting, very different. And he was wonderful. Now he was my favorite uncle. Sorry, other uncles, but like he didn't speak any English and I didn't speak any Polish, but we got on like best friends. Like I adored him. And when I went on my European trip and I went to go stay with him, I drove out the way to go see him in Poland. It was like a 4-hour drive. Got there and I was like, oh, I don't really want to stay at your house, no offense, but it's a bit like, it's a very like old house and it's like 2 rooms, and it was very like, anyway, whatever, it wasn't suitable for me to stay there. And I left. I drove 3 hours to a hotel, and it didn't sit right with me that I left. Because I surprised him out of the blue out of nowhere, because I didn't have a mobile phone. So I drove all the way back the next day, and I'm really glad I did, because he passed away last year. So I'm really glad that I drove back. And he made me an egg sandwich, and he got out the mayonnaise. And I was like, the fact that you can get this mayonnaise in the middle of nowhere, Poland, it's pretty special. You remember when I went to visit him? Go gang! You're like old schoolers. Don't underestimate white pepper. Oh, because it's Medrian! That's why. Hello, Med. How are you? Joining me in my live streams. Why are you not in bed already? You guys should be asleep. Anyway. Be kind, be fair, love yourselves and each other. Be kind, be fair, love yourselves and each other. Understood? Yes, miss. Understood? Yes, miss. Okay. 30,000. That's nice. Okay. I might cancel the PT session. I might just do my own thing. Yeah? Okay. I'm gonna go. I've got to share this on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. What? No, do the PT session. Don't cancel. I'd stay to say that. What? Definitely cancel. What do you mean don't cancel the PT session? So do the PT. Oh, I can't leave now. I'm gonna go to the gym every day still. I just don't want to do that session. Keep it, do it. I don't understand. Cancel definitely. Don't leave without a song. Guys, can one of us focus, please? Where's the administrator of the group? I don't know. If it can't, but it's not about satisfaction. Like, I don't know. Anyway, and also, how do you know if I don't know. I might have missed something, but why cancel? Georgie, there's your answer. Phew. For a minute there, Georgie. Where's you gone? Okay, I've got to go. Cancel and tell him. Okay, cancel what? Guys, you're late. Good resolve, you go to the gym. I need inspiration, but that's not on you, obviously. Oh, Edna, you can have inspiration. Hello, monkey sausage head. I've got to go because well, I don't actually have to go anywhere, but I don't want you to get sick of me. These live streams are getting longer. Have you noticed every day they've got longer? Have you noticed, like, they started like 50 minutes and then they were like an hour 10, an hour 5, and now it's like an hour 17. Actually, no, it's not, because I started late. Okay, so it's not. Okay, the show's in 2 weeks. I think I've sold 10 tickets for the opening night. It's okay, it's a last minute town. It's going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. What should I talk about tomorrow? I feel like we need a structure for the live streams. Can you give me some topics and I'll research them? Just go to bed. Say bye to everybody. I'm going to go make an egg mayonnaise mix. Oh no, I spent all the mayonnaise. How I wish I had money to fly over and see your show. Well, when it comes to Europe, you'll have to come and see it then. Okay? You'll have to come and see it then. I'd love to hear the journey to God as a woman. Well, then you should check out the YouTube series. The photo with you and Bernie on Gaslit, Groomed and Ghosted was fab. Ah, thank you. Is there a Facebook group for neighbourhoods in LA? Yes, that's what I'm going to be doing, Blondie, this week. That's really cool, Blondie. Thank you for the reminder. That's literally what I'm doing about this week. Come back to Belfast. Oh, you're fucking with my dignity. You're fucking with my dignity. Can you talk about egg in a cup? Chucky egg. What? What? I don't understand. Guys, I've got to go. I've got to refresh my Instagram and see that nobody's liked my posts. I can't just stay here all day and talk to you guys. Oh, 5 comments! Yay! Hang on. Yes, girl, says one person. Thank you, Law. Ah, ah. Clappy hands. Love your work. Hella sweating. That's not sweating. That wasn't sweat on my face. I was flooding my skin. That's toner. That's face flooding. Okay, I have to go reply to these people that said I've got a sweaty face. I've been face flooding actually. Okay. Goodbye. See you later, alligator. Oh, I'm on 35.6. Okay, can I just get to 40 and then I'll go? Oh, people are like that video. That's so cool. I didn't think people would. Oh, this made me so emotional to read this morning. It was beautifully written. You're so brave. Keep going. Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry. Your fan club has completed the first stage of the club quest. Club Cheers has been unlocked for all fans to send and celebrate. You're still here. I don't know what that means. My fan club, Club Cheers, has been unlocked for all fans to celebrate. Celebrate. Blondie made it to level 3. Celebrate. Send a goodie bag. don't know what this means. I've sent her a goodie bag. I don't know what that means. Blondie, I've just sent you a goodie bag. Edna followed the creator. Good. Because you need a leader. Okay. 38.1. I know that sometimes it don't work out right. And I know that sometimes it's not worth the fight. But I'm here and I'm willing. And if you meet me half the way, we could be love. We could be love. We could be love, 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 love. What? 1 coin. Goodie bag opened. Okay. I don't know what that means. Bam! Damn! Right. Okay, I've got to go. It was on 40,000 likes. Okay, love you. Bye. See you tomorrow. Bye, bye, bye. Bye. Bye.